Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Vinsanity, aka Vinsanity. I'm down here at Nick the Training Dude's personal training studio. His name's Nick Hammett, right down here in Springfield, Oregon. I've been to coaching, competing, and training for almost a half century. So I have a lot of experience, and I was at one time a contender for 2 world records, one in the bench, one in the squat, and I had beaten the current NFL combine bench press test. I get some questions. I get emails from around the world for people who have seen my videos, seen some of my writings, and they basically are under the impression I know what I'm talking about. So they sent me some emails to ask me some questions. I'm going to read a few of them to you. This is from Scott from Wisconsin. Vince, what is your opinion on BCAAs? That's the branched chain amino acids. And he's asking, do you believe in their effectiveness, and what dosages would you recommend? Well, basically, I recommend, and I learned this, I didn't used to take protein supplements and so forth. I really just ate regular food. But the current research that I've learned from experts like Nick Hammett, Nick the Training Dude, Shannon Gall, and many other people who are experts in the field say 20 to 30 grams of branched chain amino acids. You can take it right prior to a workout. You can take it right after a workout. You can split it half and half. You can take some during a workout. They all work pretty good from the research I've done. All right. The next, look, I got another guy. He calls me Vinsanity. Hey, Vinsanity. I got a very distressing problem. He calls it a soft core. I have a very soft core. I have soft abs, very flabby skin. That's how he describes it. He didn't send me any pictures, so I'm just taking his word for it. Now, for the past 10 years, he says, I've been very fit. However, in the past couple of years, I gained 35 pounds because I've sprained my ankle badly in a pickup basketball game, and since then, I've gotten a bit lazy. I don't know, buddy. You sound like you got more than a bit lazy to put on 35 pounds of fat. So he's asking me, what should I do to shrink the skin around my midsection? Now, he gave me his stats. He says he's 5'6", and he's got a body fat tested by a water immersion test, which is the gold standard. The only test better than the water immersion test is the DEX scan. So he's got a very good, reliable test done. And it determined that he was about 42% body fat. You know, the thing is that I don't know what his diet is. He didn't explain to me what his diet is. So, he didn't say I'm a beer drinker and I eat this, this, and this. He just says basically say what I'm doing. He's going to take a multi-prone approach to diet. He's got to make sure he gets adequate carbs. He's got to make sure he gets an optimal amount of protein, drink lots of water, get the leafy greens. Basically, to lose weight, you have to drink a lot of water. You can't take in too many carbs. You can't take in too many fats or too many calories, but you can't undereat either. If you undereat, your body will stay and keep the fat. So you got to nourish the body. And I've learned from Nick the Trainer Dude and from other people that not only is it important to eat several times a day if you can, the times a day that you eat, what you eat during those times a day, the macronutrients that you have will basically determine the type of benefits that you have. So a person like myself who's carbohydrate sensitive and gets fat on carbohydrates, I can't eat the starchy carbs if I'm trying to lose weight past a certain time of day. Because I won't be doing enough activity to burn up that extra glucose. If I take carbohydrates, starchy carbs later in the day, my body will store it as fat. So I got to get, on the days I take in carbohydrates, I got to take in the morning. Not the first meal. The first meal in the morning, you get up, you have protein, because that's when your human growth hormone is at the highest. Also protein right after a workout because your human growth hormone is at the highest. During those times for about 30 minutes, you avoid taking any glucose, any sugars or fruit or starches or carbohydrates just for that period of time. Because some research shows that taking in the carbohydrates during that time can impair your function of your hormone. It can shut off the growth hormone secretion. Now, some people disagree with that, but that's what some of the evidence and research has shown. You take the carbohydrates a little bit after that. So anyways, based on not knowing what you eat, that's all I can give you. That's all the information I can give you.